This is your Broadway Grosses Report for the week ending November 30th. This is the Thanksgiving week report. And look, you don't have to have worked on Broadway for 30 years to know that Thanksgiving week, grosses grow up. And it was true for this week as well. 80% of the shows running on Broadway last week saw increases, and some saw some big ones. Total for the week, $48 million plus, which was a 19% increase from the week prior, and almost a 30% increase from the same week last year. Big increases, we're gonna get to that in a second, but I wanna say this. Attendance was actually down 3.1% from last year. So you know what that means. Some big high grosses, a lot of people paying a lot of money to see very specific shows, but actually less people paying more money. I don't love that business model for us, but for last week, it was certainly a good one. And it actually, season to date, we're up 11.5%. Let's take a look at the week. Well, look, the two top grossing musicals last week, Hamilton doing $4.8 million, a combination of Thanksgiving week and, of course, the biggest news last week for Hamilton, Leslie Odom Jr.'s final week. Now, here's what's interesting about this. $4.8 million. A lot of that attributed to the fact that this was going to be the last time you saw Leslie Odom in Hamilton. Here's the thing. As Jonathan in my office just pointed out, we can all go see Leslie Odom in Hamilton on Disney Plus anytime we want. There he is. But what's amazing and a true testament to the power of live theater, so many people want to see him live as opposed to on a screen like this, that they were willing to pay a lot of money, $4.8 million for Hamilton. The second highest grossing show last week, another family favorite holiday themed musical play in a way, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Boy, I said a lot of weird words there to get that out. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child with another star, Tom Felton, $3.15 million. Shows that do well in Thanksgiving tend to be those shows that cater to those families and all those tourists coming in. Lots of other shows doing really well. To be honest, a lot of them did as well as they have normally done. I didn't see a lot of massive increases in some of the shows that I was expecting on seeing. They're still posting very, very strong numbers. What does that mean? It means a lot of that money and a lot of those people are going into those very specific shows that they had to see this time because they wouldn't get another shot at it next year. Leslie Odom, Tom Felton, etc. But Street having a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. We'll see how we do this week. This first week in December is usually a very, very strong week as well because it's the first full week of holiday shopping post-Thanksgiving. It brings a lot of tourists to town, walking up and down Fifth Avenue right this second. We'll see if they walk into some Broadway theaters at this time next week. See you then.